He is nucleus to our glorified Adam, and phantom pain on Revelation's ominous Eve. He is circular logic and Atlas, a ringmaster, still present after the audience dismissal. While jumping through hoops, you may ask one day, where is he? He is within the fabric of your knowledge. He is Columbus Myth.
We left off with Paul and Mona. Mona explained to Goose that she couldn't choose who to follow and trust as a partner. Paul was honest but narcissistic, and Castor was charming, present and thoughtful, but secretive and deceitful. Mona favors Castor's lies to Paul's clumsy, rude, and often hurtful opinions. Castor's lies allow her to dream bigger than the reality around her, a magical illusion of will. Her boyfriend Paul only focuses on what he is capable of manipulating, and only sees what he's capable of imagining. Though she's falling for the magician, she's still loyal to the juggler who got her a teaching position at Kosho in the first place. She's loyal to Paul, her gumshoe boyfriend. Today we follow Paul as he investigates Digit's disappearance. The public district has protected Castor by trusting him, so the cases Paul was initially investigating regarding Columbus and Linda's deaths have been officially dismissed. But Paul is still focused on bringing Castor to justice. He has his girlfriend, Mona, spying on Castor for him. He doesn't know that Mona's falling for Castor, but he pays attention to what Mona tells him about how to possibly catch him. She tells Castor that Digits is missing, and Castor could be to blame.
You think our data is the ghost of Digits? A clown?
You've met him before.
Yeah, I met him. He showed me around when I first arrived. Guy can say an awful lot without saying nothing at all. He led me to exactly what I needed to see to figure out that Castor was lying. He's a good guy. So he's missing? Are you sure?
He's missing.
And you think he's stuck in the machine? As an avatar?
And blocking information.
Maybe he's trying to tell us something.
By blocking information?
Someone deleted him. If he's missing, someone created an avatar of him, then deleted that avatar. Same thing happened to Columbus.
Mona and Paul share a knowing look. Paul wants to catch Castor even if the audience trusts him. This is personal for Paul. There's something about Castor that drives Paul up a wall. It could be the fact that Castor's more creative than Paul. Paul only sees what's in front of him, but Castor can get a stadium of people to fall in love with him. Castor can get away with murder because he can destroy solid beliefs and replace them with hope for the unbelievable. Paul wants that kind of admiration. He feels he deserves that kind of praise. Paul isn't destructive like Castor. He keeps tradition, and Paul believes tradition deserves more applause than destruction.
Do you hear that?
What?
Music. Digits music. It just stopped.
Relax. Maybe you're working yourself too hard. Get out of here. Ride your bike through the public district. Go home for a bit. I'll investigate Digit's whereabouts. Einstein should know something. I'll pay him a visit. So, Linda's murder. Why don't we start there?
Oh, terrible. Have you come any closer to finding out who could have killed such a beautiful soul?
Haven't got a clue. Where were you the night of the murder?
Well, I was here.
Here? In your lab? What were you working on?
What I'm always working on. A program called Mythology. It's Kosho's brain. I can imagine switching over to science. All my work is in mythology.
Who's making you switch programs?
Oh, it comes with the territory now that image is legal. Maybe it's selfish, but I was just hoping generations to come would use my work and know my contributions.
What's this?
Careful with that. It's fluid. It's what we use to connect rejected public orphans to their mechanical finishes.
You know, I envy creative people. We all do, out in the public district. Most of us are not creative. If I were to say, I don't believe that, to you, I wouldn't progress to the next level. Whether that's school or work or whatever. Creativity is considered to be destructive, so I guess creativity was bred out of us.
Or maybe all of your creative citizens were abandoned and sent to us, for us to improve them with mechanical finishes. Make them professional freaks that your district has the privilege to sit back and envy. You know, you say you're not creative. I was actually looking for just the person.
Were you?
Sit back.
What are you doing?
Einstein pulls out a chair, takes Paul's hat, and places a mechanical crown around his head.
I won't add fluid, so this will be temporary. Tell me, do you have any flaws?
I'm a public citizen. I don't believe I do.
Of course. Well, you say you want to be creative. Why don't we give you a device that will do just that for you? It'll fit around your head, like so.
Okay.
There. Now, just relax. Talk to me.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say. I do have a few more questions for you.
Good. Talk to me.
Mona, the teacher here at Kosho, who is also from the public district, told me she believes Digits the Clown could be haunting the machine.
Digits. Haunting.
I hadn't noticed he'd gone missing either, until Mona pointed out that we haven't seen him in a while. You taught Digits?
He knows everything I do. He was my assistant before Justin.
He doesn't work with you anymore?
Hardly ever. When did I last see Dear Digits?
You haven't seen him lately?
He's independent, quiet. He's like that. You won't notice him until he decides to make himself known.
Mona said there's an icon that bears a striking resemblance to him. She said that your daughter, Dido, is being haunted by Linda. Is there a chance that cyborg souls remain attached to their finishes?
No. Cyborg souls are not attached to their finishes. They're attached to images, which is why images were illegal.
Paul falls asleep, now transported to another world. His body still sleeping in Einstein's office, but his mind is somewhere no man can see without skilled meditation. His mind, connected through this finish, has found its way to a place not even Einstein had tried to tap into. Paul's consciousness wakes in this new world.
Where am I? What is this place?
Paul sees a figure ahead of him. She's a soft figure, in angelic form, not clear.
Linda? Is that you? Your hair's straight.
Paul talks to the figure from inside the machine. And outside the machine, Einstein can monitor Paul's consciousness through brainwave patterns. Einstein notices that Paul is talking to someone, but Einstein thinks Paul is hallucinating as his brain connects to the machine. Einstein's goal is to connect Paul to mythology, a program in which all of Einstein's work is stored. Einstein wants to save mythology into Paul so that Paul can become his 3D printer. To save the program so that Einstein's work is not lost, Einstein adds fluid to Paul's finish. This finalizes the process so that Paul is cyborg forever. Inside the machine, the figure of Linda has revealed itself to be Digits. Just as fluid is added to Paul's finish, Paul sees that he's been talking to Digits instead of Linda. Digits explains to Paul.
Einstein has just added fluid to your finish. You're a cyborg now, Paul. This finish is no longer temporary. He lied to you, and now you will have mythology in your mind forever.
What?
Instead of seeing what is directly in front of you, you can now see unbelievable possibilities. You're creative now, Paul, just like Castor. You always wanted to be like Castor.
What? No. Castor's a crook.
You always wanted to be like Castor, and now you can. Don't be embarrassed. Castor has always wanted to be just like you. Plain, a public citizen, a 3D printer.
Wait, where are you going? Don't leave me. Wait.
What do you see, Paul?
Darkness, mystery, light. And there, at an instant, I am. And I am everywhere. I'm everywhere inside the private, and in some places scattered among the public district. I'm every place, and also in no place. The places I couldn't have been when I... Am I dead?
Look.
Digits manipulates Paul's attention to focus on an image of himself in Einstein's office, laying back in a chair with a finish around his head.
That's me.
You're not dead. You're connected to the machine. Come with me.
So what am I now? What was that? Where am I going? What's happening to me? Is that Mona? Dido, sitting at a desk in front of her. I'm in Mona's classroom. Mona, she's pointing to us. Can she see us?
If our picture is deleted, what will happen to our real bodies?
Isn't a picture of us real? Why isn't that considered a real body?
Good question. Does anyone have an answer? No answer. Are we all mute today? No answer at all. Okay, well, let's all check our data screens and ask the question that Dido just posed. Whoever is playing that, please silence your device.
No, she can't see you, but she can hear me. And she saw me too. But you know this? This is why you came to Einstein to begin with, to investigate my disappearance. Because Mona saw me just now.
But this already happened.
Yes, you see. When you're in the machine, running on mythology, you can travel anywhere and everywhere at once. You can be everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. You can travel through time.
You knew I was coming. Did you block Mona's information and let her see you because you knew she would tell me? Did you know I would come to investigate? You knew. Where am I now? What's happening? Digits!
Paul wakes up, now cyborg forever. Digits the clown, who was deleted by Castor, is inside of the machine and manipulating the outside world in order to gain what he wants. Einstein is faced with the hard task of shutting down mythology, where all his work is stored. He has implanted a finish onto Paul that will download and save mythology into Paul's consciousness. But will Einstein's plan work? Einstein doesn't believe that there are any active spirits inside mythology, and he doesn't know Digits has the agency that he does inside of the machine. What will happen if Digits is permanently placed in Paul's consciousness? Find out in Part 2 of Fluid, the 6th episode of Columbus Myth.
Paul wakes up and Einstein explains to him that mythology has been switched to science. Einstein explains to Paul that anyone he saw while he was inside the machine has been shut down along with the program in which they lived. Mythology is gone. He tells Paul all isn't lost. Paul is officially a cyborg with better creativity. Paul wanted to be more creative, and Einstein provided him with a crown finish that will allow him to make that happen. Instead of connecting to mythology, he will connect to science. How will Paul fare as cyborg? Find out in Part 2 of Fluid, the 6th episode of our radio drama, Columbus Myth.
So now I'm more creative. I guess I can see what I was missing before.
Paul adjusts his new crown finish.
As long as I don't start lying like Castor. Dishonest trickster.
Speak of the devil.
Castor, didn't see you there.
No hard feelings. You volunteered yourself for a finish? It takes some getting used to. What change did you ask for? What does your finish do?
If anything weird happens around here, give me a call. I'm going back to the public district for a while.
Thought you were my shadow. You're gonna leave me unattended? You trust me now?
Uncharacteristically, Paul exits without saying a word. Paul remembers a conversation with Mona.
Linda, Digits, Columbus were all deleted. Now with SIN back, everyone's soul is in danger. I need to keep everyone safe. I need to protect all of our images.
Why don't you turn Castor in?
His trust is too strong. The public loves him. But I have help, and I need yours too.
Okay, what can I do?
Get close to Castor. Find out what you need to about him. He'll probably want to use you somehow. Report back to me. We'll play it by ear.
With Paul's new finish, he's able to see what Mona is hiding. She got closer to Castor as planned, but Paul can see her betrayal. Paul taps into the grid by meditating, a power that he now shares with Goose. His finish allows him to see anything connected to the program. Through Paul's finish, Paul sees Castor holding an Easter egg in his right hand. A mechanical forearm glows red. Castor removes his top hat and places the egg inside of it. He moves his goggles to cover his eyes and mimes a Martha Stewart act, stirring egg in bowl, as if to make a cake.
What comes first, the chicken or the egg?
This is the oldest trick. You pull a rabbit out of your hat.
Check your pocket.
I've never seen anything like it. Do you ever run out?
Not with our income.
What are these?
Videos. Recordings of what I've seen through the grid.
You record public citizens.
Shows me what they desire, what they want to see from us. And then, bam, trust comes full circle when I give them what they want. That way, I can deliver exactly what it is they want.
What do they want?
To know why they were chosen. Their lifestyle is much more privileged than ours. They want a reason to believe that they deserve their status.
And you? Is that what you want? You know, I'm from the public district.
Tell me more.
Well, there's nothing much more to tell than that.
I doubt that. I'll listen.
I came here to escape.
Trouble in paradise?
As Paul watches Mona flirt with Castor, Digits interrupts.
Digits? I thought you were deleted with mythology.
Silly student. You think I would allow Einstein to shut me down? No. They think we're running on science, but I pulled the few plugs to keep mythology running. Shh. Our little secret.
How did you?
Student, I control all data, including everything inside your finish. Or should I say, your mind.
Is what I'm seeing real? Castor? Mona?
Yes, you could have seen it before if you were a better detective. All I'm doing is helping you see a little clearer. You know you are self-centered. All I have to do is remove a little bit of that ego to show you where you refused to see before.
Why are you doing this?
I need your help.
You've just heard part 2 of Fluid. Paul now has a superpower because he's able to manipulate time to some degree. And he has perceptions that no one else will because Digits is planted in his head. Mechanical possession through his crown finish makes Paul more creative. At least that's what Einstein told him. Does Digits need Paul's body? If so, what does Digits need a body if he controls all data? Find out in Creating Matter, the next episode of Columbus Myth.
You've just heard Fluid, the 6th episode of Columbus Myth, written and produced by Kendra Dobson, recorded by John Rockwitz, sound mixed by Kayla Chappelle, starring Justin Phillips as Announcer and Paul, Ebony Stewart as Mona, Adam Martinez as Einstein, Stephen Simmons as Digits, and Aslan Hollier as Castor.